God, I love this stupid game. Now, it's no surprise that Sonic Generations is one of Sega's most successful Sonic games, scoring a 77, and Sonic X Shadow Generations scoring an 80. Holy. But what if I told you there was another version that I bet you didn't know about? Which is, of course, the 3DS version. Now, before we get started, I want to say two real quick things. One, I do not have much footage in this video because I do not have any way to record on my 3DS and smack it here. So the person that I took footage from will be linked in the description. Second off, I'm going to be splitting this video into three separate sections. That being graphics, bosses, and levels. Now, starting off with graphics, this game looks pretty freaking good, especially for the 3DS. Now, you're obviously not going to get top tier graphics, especially compared to the console version, but this still looks pretty good for the 3DS. Everything is popping, it's very lively and stuff, and I think the 3D is pretty cool here. I really don't have much to say, but there are some cool segments. Like in Modern Sonic section, there's this big building that's falling down, or this tomb thing. I forgot what they're called, but it's like ginormous. You have to boost away from it. It just falls on you. It's just super cool. Starting off with bosses, we have Classic Sonic, Metal Sonic. And he's pretty much a rival race, kinda in the style of Sonic Rivals 1 and 2. Same thing could be said about the Silver and Shadow bosses. Nothing interesting, but they're pretty fun. Now it's the ones y'all been waiting for. We got Big Arms, BioLizard, and Egg Emperor. Big Arms had to be dumbed down because it is the first boss of the game, which is understandable. But hey, it's still pretty fun despite being simple. BioLizard is in the game, baby! And it's definitely my favorite boss of the game, especially since you gotta move around these little like purple orb things, and it's a fun boss. It's definitely my favorite, honestly, and it's really special because we never got it in a console game. I said we never got it in a console game, and it's the Egg Emperor, baby. Anyways, this is a pretty fun boss. It definitely have the most unique attacks and stuff. There's these missiles that fly at you and you can like hit them to get extra boost gauge. You have to be super quick to dodge his attacks, which is fun to do. After that, you have to hit the cannons and shoot at him, and there'll be your chance to go ahead and attack him. It's honestly a really fun boss and it's super creative. So you know how I said the BioLizard was my favorite boss? I may have lied, because it's actually a challenge between the BioLizard or the Time Eater. The Time Eater! Now, I wouldn't say the one in the original Sonic Generations was bad, but it was definitely super easy and anticlimactic for a final boss, and very annoying for everyone just saying, "Oh look, it's a homage shot! Oh my god, Sonic, it's a homage shot!" Like, shut up! But yeah, I actually found this boss way more better and way more fun than the original console version, which is honestly shocking. It has some cool attacks that you have to go ahead and dodge. And there's a cool 3D section where you get to fly around and try to catch up to it. And there's also like another unique attack. It's honestly really fun, and the best part, everyone's not yapping to you. So it's honestly better than the original by default. Like, this boss is honestly amazing. Now it's time for the levels. I do want to say this before we get started on the levels. The first three Classic Sonic stages are ripped straight out of the original games. But hey, I guess that means they're well designed by default, so I can't really complain. Now, Green Hill Zone is pretty fun and exhilarating as modern Sonic, and it actually plays very similar to the Rush games, which I really gotta play because I heard nothing but good things about those games. And the Classic Sonic section is also pretty good, ripped straight out of Sonic 1, so there's really nothing wrong. And then we got Casino Night. Let's go gambling, boys. Let's go gambling. Anyways, the stage is pretty fun. Again, ripped straight out of Sonic 2, and I love that game, so it's really well designed. And the modern Sonic 1 is actually pretty fun too, where you have to find shortcuts and stuff to like kind of avoid the bounciness of the stage, which is honestly a really cool idea. Let's go gambling, boys. Let's go gambling. Once again, Classic Mushroom Hill is ripped straight out of Sonic 3, so it's really well designed. And the modern Sonic 1 is amazing, man. First off, they took the level aesthetics and put it in the modern one, which is such a smart way to do Act 1, Act 2. And 2, it has this amazing 3D section that just looks gorgeous with 3D on. And then we have Emerald Coast for the adventure era. Oh my goodness, and it's so good too. It even got like the whale orca chase in Classic Sonic gets the homing attack. Like, what? Then you got Radical Highway, and yes, it's supposed to be a shadow level, but come on, guys. It's so fun. I get to go fast as modern Sonic, and I get to run away from a big blimp as Classic Sonic. I'm sold. Take my money. Then we have freaking Water Palace from Sonic Rush. Yeah, this is definitely Sonic Rush 4. I don't care what anyone says, it's Sonic Rush 4. And it's actually a really fun stage with these bubbles as classic Sonic, which is pretty unique and cool idea. And then Sonic, modern Sonic, just running through the levels, and I'm just having a blast playing Sonic Rush 4. It's peak, it's peak, it's peak, it's peak. And for the final level, boys, and my personal favorite modern Sonic stage, Tropical Resort. And it's honestly a weird mix of the console version and the DS version, and they actually did a really good job with this. They brought back the Wisp, and they used the Rush Burst Wisp, which is crazy, but it's really fun to use, and you need it to get the S rank for the classic Sonic one. It was like really hard for me to get, but it was so satisfying once getting it. And it's honestly a really fun stage. And for modern Sonic, it's just so exhilarating, especially with the fast laser wisp, and you get this awesome like real grinding section at the end. It's honestly peak. It's so peak. It's honestly my favorite modern Sonic stage. I wouldn't say for classic Sonic, but definitely for modern. I would play it like a bajillion times. It's honestly really fun. Now, I'm pretty sure this is everything I wanted to talk about in the game. It's honestly really peak and stuff. But wait, do not go anywhere yet. I got a person that I want y'all guys to meet and let him get his review on this game. You're up, KKO.
Ah, yes. Generations on the 3DS was a total masterpiece in my own opinion. Although the game being very short, which you can literally beat the game in 1 hour, I'm not even kidding, has a lot to offer you. From the music to the level design to the homing attack that my boy Classic Sonic has, a bunch of things. But I think the best thing, in my opinion, is the boosting with modern Sonic. I know many people sleep on this game, but I feel like the boosting in modern Sonic's levels literally feel like a rush level, and I know that game is literally loved to many people. So for me, this is literally me playing a rush game, but on 3DS. This game also offers you many levels that we haven't seen in a very long time, such as Mushroom Hill, Water Palace, and my personal favorite, Emerald Coast. I feel like this is literally my most favorite level in this game, just because of the fact that you do have a QTE at the end, and it has the orca whale chasing right after you. I'm actually a huge sucker to beach levels, and I really love the aesthetic that this game offers you. Playing as Classic Sonic was also pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I actually had a blast playing as that little man, and his homing attack was also a very great thing that they added into the game. And I'm not gonna lie, I really like the soundtrack of this game. Now, I know they're pretty much like little remasters of the original, but in my personal opinion, I really enjoyed every single soundtrack in here. Now, another thing that I actually really enjoyed about this game specifically is that there are bosses, which are also known as rivals, and in this game, you actually have to race them, compared to in the actual HD version of Sonic Generations, you don't have to actually race them. And I find that to be pretty cool and a nice throwback call to Sonic Rivals. And there's one last thing that I want to say, and it's that the final boss fight of this game is truly phenomenal, and I personally enjoyed it way more than the actual HD version. I personally feel like this boss fight is a lot tougher than the actual one in the HD version, and it did take me a couple times to actually beat this one. But yeah, man, I personally really enjoyed this game, and I played it recently, so it's pretty fresh in my mind. But yeah, I really, really recommend this game to any of you guys who haven't played Sonic Generations on the 3DS. But once again, back to you, Datfilium.
How come his quality was better than mine? Anyways, my boy got his own review on his channel, so I'll make sure to link that down below. Please go check him out and support him. And that's pretty much everything I got for Sonic Generations. I have a few criticisms with the game, but it really doesn't like hold it down that much because it's honestly a great game with its own unique stages, and I hope Sega bring this back, especially like some of the levels like Mushroom Hill and Emerald Coast haven't been seen for the longest of while. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll make sure to see you next time. Bye!